Hi everyone, welcome to week 2. This is going to be Module 2 Oral Surgery. I hope that you enjoy this specialty and learning about what it entails and what you as the assistant would be doing in this specialty. I did want to just kind of point out some changes that you've probably noticed. I know there was a little bit of confusion last week in regards to assignments and due dates, and I just want to make this as easy as possible for you. I know for many of you this may be the first online class that you've ever taken, so I want to try to get some of that, take away some of that anxiety that you might be experiencing, especially since you're going to be starting a second class, online class next week. So as you can see, the modules look the same. It's always going to kind of let you know what you're going to be learning in this chapter, and then also let you know what this module is going to consist of, which again, week to week, it's going to look very similar. The only things that may differ is going to be the activities. Depending on the specialty, there might be a separate instrument activity that you're going to be asked to do, just because that specialty has a lot more involved with it than other specialties. And of course, the discussion question may look a little bit different as well. There may be some discussion questions where you have to do both an initial response and then reply to a classmate, or it may just be where you're responding or you're answering a series of questions. So to make it a little bit easier for you, I know it's incorporated into the checklist, but especially for the discussion questions, it doesn't allow me to put two different due dates in there. So I thought it might be easier for me to also put the due dates on the main page as well. That way, if there's any confusion or you're not quite sure, you can always look at this page here, and it lets you know when the due dates are for each of these components. Another thing that I'm going to do is going to, somebody suggested or asked if I could allow them to see what they had missed in the activity. So going forward, you can go back and look to see what questions you missed along with the answer. And the same is going to be true for the exam as well. So for those of you that just took your periodontics exam, if you want to see what questions you missed, you can certainly go back to that and just kind of look through that. Again, this is going to be a cumulative final, so all of these specialties that you're going to be learning about are all going to be on the final as well. I am going to put each of the mini lectures that were incorporated into your activities. I'm going to put them under your assignments tab. Probably not for another few weeks as we get closer to the final. That way you can go back and review some of those videos if you'd like to, just as an extra way to study for your final. You can maybe jot down some notes or maybe highlight some things within your book as you're reviewing those videos again. So just be aware of that. Here in the next couple weeks, I will go ahead and start uploading the videos from those activities into the assignment section for you to go ahead and review whenever you'd like to as another study tool for your final. So again, everything should be able to be accessed here from the checklist. All of the categories are in there. I did try to put them in order as far as when they're going to be due. All you have to do is click on the link, and it should take you directly to that area for you to either take the pretest or begin the activities or do the case study. Same with the discussion question. If you are having issues with accessing that way, please note that you can always use your activities tab up here, and you can go to assignments. Again, this is where I'm going to be posting those mini lecture videos. You can access your quizzes, your exams, your activities, your case studies also from the activities tab up here, as well as the discussion question. I'd really like you to utilize the checklist just because it helps you to keep track of what you've already completed. And again, you have to complete all components within the checklist in order to move on to the next weekly module when it opens up. So another thing I'm going to be doing, look out for the email for times I'd like to do a check-in next week just to get a sense for how you're doing, how things are going for you, kind of a more one-on-one, face-to-face virtual meeting. So pick your time that's going to work best for you, and once those times have been chosen, I will go ahead and send out the Zoom invite. I am going to do those on Tuesday. So again, look out for that email. Pick your time that works best for you. Plan on being on the Zoom call for I don't know, 10-15 minutes at the most. It's not going to take very long, but that's a good time for you to ask any questions that you might have, either in regards to this class or in regards to the fall. If I find updates regarding the fall, please note I will put those on the announcement tool. That way you have an opportunity to get updates on what's going on. So far I haven't heard what's going on for fall yet. There is a town hall that I'm going to be attending on Friday, so hopefully I'll have more information to share with you at that point. So again, please don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions about anything.